we have our things here. So I don't know what to say, and of course, this is an emotional moment for me because, yeah, it's like we finally arrived in Canada. I was about to say the UK. No, I arrived in Canada from the UK, and yeah, look, the stuff is here, and I can't believe it. So today's Thursday. I was just, working. Kyle had his day off and he was recording to you guys and keeping me updated. And yeah, now let's put things in place and pray that, everything that we have here, it's like enough for this house because it seems to be too much, but let's see. And yeah, let's go. I'm so happy. Now you're gonna see, the video and everything that Kaya recorded for you, things arriving, and yeah.
Começaram a chegar com as coisitas. Colocaram um tapetinho na casa, tem uma caixa lá na porta, e aqui estão as caixas, todas numeradas, todas bonitinhas. São 83 caixas, aqui em casa tem 12 aqui e tem uma na porta. Ou seja, faltam 70 caixas para chegar. Como em toda mudança, não cai perfeita. Aqui já disseram que está quebrado, quebraram aqui a roda. E aparentemente essa outra aqui também. Terminaram aqui, people. Todas as nossas coisinhas aqui em casa. 83 caixas. A única coisa que até agora a gente viu, e se Deus quiser vai ser as únicas coisas que aconteceram, é que a gente tinha 6 malas. Uma delas não está aqui. Essa aqui é mala e tem mais algumas ali. São 6 malas e uma delas não veio. Aí eles vão checar no warehouse para ver se ficou por lá. Outra coisa que descobriram enquanto estavam carregando aqui as coisas foram as rodinhas da cadeira. 2 delas aparentemente estão quebradas, então a gente tem que ver depois. Mas se Deus quiser permitir, nada mais está quebrado e a gente vai ter todas as nossas coisinhas aqui. Records chegaram aqui, tem também alguns joguinhos aqui que a gente guardou. Aqui eu já abri algumas coisas também, 2 malas, aqueles ali. Sei que não parece, mas a gente já tirou bastante coisa. Tirou aqui. E ó, micro-ondas ali. Algumas horas depois, muitas caixas ainda, infinitas. Cadeirinha. Coisas abertas que só vou guardar depois. Caixa, papel. Sapatos e outras coisas. Um monte de coisa na cozinha.
And we want to share a little bit about this experience, this moving experience. We are in the middle of a mess still, but we are trying to organize. Things are getting better, right?
Yeah, slowly.
Yeah, slowly. And like in general, we just loved the packing that they had. And yeah, we just didn't like so much the waiting time, right?
Yeah, because they had a huge backlog and they are having it all around the world, not only in the UK, because of like COVID, pretty much.
Yeah, so things, our stuff took forever to leave the UK and come here to Canada. So we loved the packing, the service, and we will talk a little bit more about it. But we didn't like the waiting time, but it's no one's fault, basically.
They went to our place and they did all the packing, like everything pretty much. They actually said to us, "You don't need to do anything. Just say to us what you want us to pack," and they would pack. Like they would actually open the doors, get the stuff from the cabinets, and then completely like cover them and then pack them. And they did that for the whole apartment
In the UK.
in the UK. And then they put everything into their own container, and then they shipped it to us.
Yeah. In this package we paid, we didn't have to pay like extra for box, for like the papers, the bubble wrapping, nothing. They
was
did
included.
everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was included.
And it was definitely a good point for us. Like we had moved before, like when we went from Germany to the UK, and at that point we actually did all the packing ourselves, and it is a huge hassle.
I know.
Like especially because we had to assemble all of the boxes, we had to buy all of the packages and stuff like that, and then we saw that we needed more, so I had to buy more. And yeah, don't do it. If you can like get a company that will do it for you, get that.
Yeah.
So after they shipped it to us, they actually did the delivery as well. Like not the same company, but a company was handling everything.
Here in Canada.
Yeah. So what we bought was a package to do door to door. So they went to our place back in the UK, did everything that we said, and then they brought us our things here to our place. Like they had a company that came here and brought all of the boxes that you could see before.
You just watched it, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. And when our stuff arrived here in Canada, we had to go to the immigration center. There is like a special department at the airport, but not inside of the airport. Anyway, it's a special area that we had to go there. Actually, Kyle had to go by himself. And you talked to the police officer, right?
Yeah.
And just, spoke about our situation, show it, of course, the papers. We had to show the documents, especially our immigration process here in Canada, and we received that stamp. Without this stamp, we couldn't receive our stuff here. But God was so good.
Even though it was already here in Canada, it was already like the company's warehouse, they could not deliver before this stamp. The stamp basically says that we have everything approved from Canada's government, saying that we have imported the stuff and they have approved it. So you have to do that because sometimes you need to pay something for it. Even it might be like a deposit, or maybe it is actual tax on the things that you are bringing. It really depends on your situation. For us, since we are coming here with a work visa, we could do it like this importation was completely free of cost because the things that we were bringing weren't that much expensive.
Yeah, free of cost, meaning like to the Canadian government, right? We had to pay for the packing and everything.
Yeah. What I mean is that we didn't have to pay taxes for it. So it's with us here. We do have a condition though. It says that we can't sell it. And if we do leave the country without changing our status, say like we go to another country or if we go to Brazil or whatever, we have to take everything with us. If we leave anything here, we have to let them know and we should pay taxes for that thing.
Yeah. But it's not our intention, right? And this door-to-door delivery costed us around 6,000 Canadian dollars. And we know it can vary depending on the time, depending on your situation. But for us, it was around 6,000 Canadian dollars.
Yeah, it really depends from where we're coming and also the whole situation around the world. Like when we went from Germany, we did see how it would be for like to have things shipped from Germany to Vancouver. And it was actually cheaper than what we paid to come from the UK to here. Yeah. So it really depends on the situation. As you can imagine, since we have lots and lots of boxes, we have lots and lots of garbage as well. So, here in Canada, as in much other countries, everything that's cardboard, paper, and things like that have to be disposed at a particular place that we recycle them. So here at our building, we have some bins that we can use for that.
Like big box of bins, like huge containers.
Yeah, but the thing is, those bins are for the whole building. And of course, not only us, like we're not the only ones that have boxes. Like people are receiving products every day and also buying stuff. So we started to throw like some of the boxes out, but the bins are completely full. We are on the weekend, so they are only gonna get the bins maybe on Monday or Tuesday. So for now, we have some boxes here at the apartment.
Let me show you.
Yeah, right there.
These are empty boxes, okay?
Yeah. These are empty boxes, completely filled up with the fillings that they came with, like paper, and stuff like that. So for the time being, we can't dispose of these things. Like we'll have to spend some days with them out of our place, just because we don't have a big to throw them out. Unless we could like rent a car or something like that, and then actually bring them over to a place to throw them.
But seriously, we would definitely recommend this type of service if it's applicable for you and the company as well. I will leave the links of both of them so you can check it out. And I wasn't at home, as you saw previously. I was working and I couldn't take a day off, but Kai was here and he just like updated me with everything. And it was like, wow, it's amazing. And you saw, right? They put like, they were very organized,
Yes.
right?
Definitely. Both companies, like Priscilla is saying, were great. Like the company back in the UK, like we said before, they did everything. They were super organized. They were time like they're doing things completely great. And the one that brought things here was simpler because they pretty much just had to bring the boxes over, but everything was done perfectly. Like they had these red carpets that they brought over and put over the floor so that they wouldn't damage anything.
Mhm.
They were super careful with like the elevator and also the halls and the doors and everything else. So nothing really in the apartments damaged. They had their own tools
Thank you,
and
Jesus.
carts to bring all of the boxes. So they brought them over, and they actually asked multiple times where I wanted them to place the boxes. And
Good.
after they did everything, and they were like, "Do you want us to move something? Maybe put anywhere else? Or if you want us to put like maybe in the locker or something like that?" And I was like, "No, it's fine right here." And another thing that they did that was pretty cool was the way that they delivered the boxes. So like I had a list, the manifest, the inventory, saying like everything, all of the boxes that we had, and I pretty much just had to sit over here on the desk, get a paper and a pen, and then as they were coming over with the boxes, they would be shouting the numbers of the boxes, like this is box 83, this is box 74. It was like just ticking, just like that. And then at the end of the day, when they finished up everything, they were like, okay, can you look at the list and see if there's something that we are missing? It was like, yeah, okay, we're missing one thing, which is a suitcase. We had 6 suitcases. The last one, the suitcase number 6, is not here. So they're gonna try to figure out if it is at the warehouse or not. And
But there is only clothes, right? So
yeah, it's only clothes. So worst case scenario, we lost some clothes. Best case scenario, it's on the warehouse. It should be there because it was on one container. So there might be a chance that it is with someone else or something like that, but they'll probably find it.
And also they said if they don't find it, because we paid for the fees and insurance, everything else, they will like give us some money. Yeah. So we'll have new clothes.
Yep. And the only other thing that happened was we have 2 gaming chairs, and the wheels on the chairs were broken.
Yeah, you saw it, right?
Yeah.
So
that's pretty much that.
Yeah, but things happen. But it was the only thing. We opened almost every single box and nothing was damaged.
They had 3 guys that were working here. One was kind of like the manager and was the one that was handling the papers and talking with me. The other 2 were pretty much just moving the boxes and listening to the first guy.
And they finished in 1 hour, right?
In 1 hour. So 3 guys, 83 boxes, 1 hour, 1 elevator. So it was pretty fast.
Yeah, I think so. Guys, I can't believe that we have like almost 1 ton of stuff.
Oh yeah.
It was so much stuff. And there are some things we are like, why did you bring this? So maybe we shouldn't have bring this, but anyway, we loved having our stuff here. And now probably on the next video or the next, you will see the flat taking shape. Probably, maybe.
Probably.
Yeah. So we received everything back on Thursday when we started this video for you. And yesterday, Friday, we were at Kaya's work party. It was amazing. But like I was working the entire day, he as well. And when we finished working, we went to the party and we hadn't time to open any box. You know, we just arrived and slept. And today, Saturday, and probably on Sunday, and probably Monday and Tuesday, and let's see until when we will be, you know, open some box. And we have some friends that said they are coming over to help us. And we have our Christmas decoration with us. So hopefully before the Christmas, we will have
a tree and decoration.
Yay! So thank you for watching and being with us. We are so thrilled and we praise Jesus because, yeah, everything's working together for our good.
Yes.
Thank you for watching.
Bye-bye.